Hey everyone, it's Eric and thanks for tuning in. You've probably noticed in my previous videos that I don't really accessorize too much. This is something that I'm going to improve on going to the new year. It's particularly hard for me during the winter though because my objective first and foremost is to stay warm before anything else. I am trying to maybe add a scarf or something to my outfits, but the thing that I do most when it's really cold out is I wear hats like beanies or watch caps. This is a great way to accessorize and stay warm at the same time. In today's video, I'll take you through some of the hats that I wear most when I go out during the cold. Let's get into it. Admittedly, I didn't know there was a difference between a watch cap and a typical beanie hat until very recently. From my understanding, watch caps, which were developed by the US Navy for sailors decades ago, are more close and form-fitting in the sense that there's less gap between the top of your head and the hat. Now, all watch caps are beanies, but not vice versa. I prefer the fit of a watch cap because, again, I don't like having that gap or too much gap between the top of my head and the hat. And when I think of a typical performative male, I just think of them wearing their beanies so high above their head. It makes them look like Patrick Star almost. And I know that for a fact they're not warm because they're not covering their ears, which is the most prone to getting cold. So in this video, I'll actually show you some of the hats, watch caps that I like wearing most. The first hat I'll show is from 316, and it's the cotton watch cap in burgundy red. I really love the color of it. It is garment dyed, and because I've washed it so many times, it has faded in certain spots, which is really nice. Because it's made of Pima cotton knit in Peru, it's really easy to launder. I just throw it in the washing machine with a delicates bag when needed. One really important thing about hats for me is that it has to be really stretchy. I have a very big head, which means a very large head circumference, and being able to stretch out and actually fit my head is really important as well. This is really great because it is made of cotton for not only winter, but also fall and spring. And in general, it's really great for those mild, slightly colder days. Next up is one of my newer pickups, is the Fjällräven 1960 logo hat in Alpine blue. It's a little more accessible. You can get it in a lot of retail and outdoorsy stores like REI, and it's frequently on sale too. I picked it up because there's something about the Fjällräven logo that's very whimsical to me, and the red and white contrasting with the blue is a nice touch. And it also has the Swedish flag on the back. This is a very nostalgic brand to me because I grew up in the hashtag menswear era, and Fjällräven in general just reminds me of a time when people were obsessing over Scandinavian minimalism. In terms of warmth, it is very warm. It's made out of a really thick and substantial, but also spongy, double-layered lamb's wool. And because the brim is so wide and thick also, it really keeps your forehead warm as well. It's really great. Third is the Howlin Out of the Blue hat in navy. This brand is probably the best for me in terms of quality to price ratio. It's pretty fairly priced, and I felt some of their newer knitwear recently, and it all feels really great. I've owned this hat for about 3 years now. It has lost a little bit of its sponginess. It's made out of 100% merino wool knit in Scotland, and it sits somewhere in between the lightweightedness of the 316 cotton beanie and the substance and warmth of the Fjällräven I just showed you. Because it's very lightweight and form-fitting, it has stretched out a lot, which is great for my head, but it has retained a lot of that warmth because it is merino wool. I see myself wearing it for a long time going forward, and it's by far my most worn hat during the winter. Next up is the classic Fisherman ribbed watch cap from Meáin in Peltro gray. First and foremost, I have to say that this is probably the tightest fitting one. It is knit and hand linked in Ireland, made out of 100% merino wool. And I say it's hard fitting because it doesn't stretch out very easily. And I had to wear it for a few months pretty consistently before it fits my head. But last time I hand washed it, it shrunk back to its original size. And It is a very delicate wool. You can see that it is ribbed. It has some of that striping, but it has felted a little bit. So you have to be very careful, and even then it will still lose a little bit of that distinct pattern. This is the best ratio in terms of warmth to substance. It's not quite as heavy as the Fjällräven one, but it's almost as warm. So it's very, very high quality. And I have some Inishmaan sweaters as well, and everything I own from them is great. I love this brand. The last item I'll show you guys today is the Câbleami 2x2 rib knit beanie in denim blue. You've probably noticed by now that I really like the color blue for my accessories, as well as this rib knitting pattern on my hats. This one is by far the softest and also the most delicate one I've showed you out of all the 5 because it's made out of 100% cashmere. It is knit in Kobe, Japan. Surprisingly, it's a very durable fabric. I've hand washed it about twice now, and it's had minimal pilling, and it's also retained the knitting stripe pattern really well, especially a lot better than the Inishmaan one I just showed you. In terms of warmth, it sits somewhere in between the Howlin and the Inishmaan one. It's very lightweight, which is great for my head on long days. But because it's so delicate, I don't wear it as much as I'd like, but I love the denim blue color of it. It's probably my favorite one, but I don't wear it as much. Those were 5 of the hats that I wear most during the winter that are very versatile, easy to accessorize, but most importantly, keep my head warm when it's cold out. Let me know down in the comments below on how you guys stay warm during the winter time, and please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Thanks again, and have a wonderful rest of your day.